Drill 4. Single arm kick and switch after 12 or 6 kicks. Start the length by kicking 12 kicks on the single arm drill. At this point, recover the arm, first sliding the hand up past the hip with the elbow raising towards the ceiling. Rotate the shoulder forwards, sweeping the hand through, past the head and entering the water with clean precision, in order of fingertips, wrist, elbow, and then extend. Once this has been mastered, reduce the kicks between the switch to 6 kicks.
Thoracic smash. Begin by positioning the foam roller just below the shoulder blades. Adopt a strong pelvic neutral position with the hips and wrap both arms to either shoulder or support the back of the head with the hands. Bring elbows tightly together. This will help in separating the shoulder blades from each other and allow the foam roller to work deeper into the middle of the back. This exercise is performed with long, slow, sweeping motions. The second technique involves extending over the foam roller. It is important to maintain a strong pelvic neutral position, as it is the thoracic spine that you are wanting to mobilize over the lumbar spine. This technique is achieved by extending and flexing a number of times in one place until that area has been adequately mobilized. The thoracic extension technique can be used throughout the thoracic spine. Thread the needle. The swimmer begins in a 4-point kneeling position. The spine is held in a neutral position. The shoulders and hips are square to the floor. The hands are directly under the shoulders with the knees directly under the hips. The movement phase begins with the swimmer either with a straight arm or a bent arm and the hand placed lightly on the back of the neck, rotates the trunk to the side of the moving arm. The goal for the swimmer is to fully rotate the trunk to the side the moving arm. This is to be done without twisting or changing the hip position. Downward dog pose, bent knees. Begin in a spinal neutral pressor position, hands directly under the shoulders, weight pushing slightly back through the heels. Leading with the hips as high as possible, the swimmer must attempt to push the chest towards the thighs. It is useful to visualize pushing through the floor, as this will help to fully activate the shoulder girdle and take the thoracic spine through full range. Heels must be towards the floor. Kneeling plank trunk rotations. With the swimmer in 4-point kneeling position, knees directly under hips, hands slightly above shoulders. The swimmer then pushes the hips forward while simultaneously adopting a pelvic neutral position. This can be seen with the swimmer's lower back becoming flat. The swimmer then attempts to rotate the trunk fully to one side while keeping the hips square to the floor. W position hold. The swimmer draws their legs together tight, adopts a pelvic neutral position to flatten the lower back. The shoulders are set back and down. While the swimmer maintains a scapular neutral position, the arms are raised from the floor in a 90-90 position. Press-up position hand taps. Beginning in a press-up position, hands under shoulders, head and spine in neutral position, hips in lumbo-pelvic neutral, legs straight, feet hip-width apart, with the swimmer pushing back through the heels. With a deliberate slow movement, the hands are tapped from side to side. Ensure that there is no upward and downward rotation of the hips and that the midline stability is maintained.